Hi everybody, and welcome back. We've got about 10 seconds to our game starting here. Thanks to all of you who have joined us on this Twitch stream today. I know there's a bunch of you who have found us for the first time with Dodgeball, and we're really excited to have you. So back with myself, Emily Clark, and my lovely and talented teammate, Carly Piche.
Hello everyone.
For Retro versus Impact. This is going to be an excellent game. As you can see from the opening rush, things are happening fast. These are two very well-matched teams, and we should see some really high-level play here. So those of you who have been with us since the beginning or just jumped in, this is what you came for, I hope.
Yeah, we can see a lot of action off of that initial opening rush. We're already down to, what is it, a 4v3 with Retro holding more players right now. The burden is on them for the next attack.
So, Sharma taking a hit there, number 24 on Retro. That was a nice cross court from Ferris. He took advantage of the fact that Sharma's attention was taken up with the player across from him, and took that opportunity to make him pay for not paying attention. We got in over there, number 12, Nate Gatza, getting down nice and low. Gatza known for playing through all sorts of crazy things. Played last year or the year before in the provincial qualifiers with a broken finger, and actually tried just to keep one hand behind his back while he did it, if you can believe that for a second. I know it seems a little crazy, but that's what happens sometimes. Okay, so we got wow, Impact really just bringing it around there in the last seconds with some really quick throws, taking Retro off guard and taking that point. All right, so Impact's lining up, Retro lining up. We're going to look at a big opening rush. Both of these teams are fairly aggressive off the rush, so let's see what they do.
Ooh, it's a couple big exchanges going on.
So Harder taking a big shot and paying for it, but they did do an exchange there, so they each lost a player off the rush, which is, I guess, pretty much the best that you can hope for.
It's always good to have a trade. If you're going to have a player down, you want to take a player with you.
Okay, so I'm trying to keep my eye on the game and on the chat at the same time, but yeah, lots of these teams are practicing together throughout the year consistently. They're not just a one tournament team. Some of them have played together in nationals before, and of course they play together during regular league play. So these are players who are taking it pretty seriously.
Impact coming with an attack, nothing successful out of that, and Gatsa from Retro fires back, also no hit as of yet.
So we're looking at, what do we have here?
Ooh, that was a heck of an exchange.
And all of a sudden, just like that, it goes, we're at a 3v2. For debates and connecting. And now we've just got Lavoy left on Impact, Gatsa getting hit. Sharma and Oko remaining over here for Retro.
Lavoy with his throw, he does not connect initially, but then does take out Oko in the end. So now we are on a 1v1, Lavoy and Sunil.
Oko looking to Sharma there. Lavoy hoping to catch him on a backpedal and catch him off guard, but Lavoy was willing to give up his last ball and thought he got a shot, and it turned out he was right.
Rush there from Sharma. Couple exchanges. Each of them lost their balance on that one, putting everything they've got into it.
Sharma was deciding there if he wanted to take the chance of the shot and get the ball, and they both decided yes at the last minute, and both managed to get out of the way.
Burden's on Sharma. Here he's winding up for his attack.
Looking,
lots of suspense.
Both players here are going to be looking to catch the other player in a back pedal or a dodge in mid position. It's going to be hard to hit that player.
And that was exactly what you were saying there in a
position.
Exactly.
Yeah.
His momentum was forward. There was nothing stopping him. And I mean, Sharma's got this excellent ability to get up in the air, and he just quite didn't make it high enough that time.
Absolutely. Some chatter going on about feeling bad for the shaggers and the ball retrievers, about the chance of getting hit in the face at any time. Happens quite often. Feel free to throw a little sympathy our way as well. We get hit sometimes as commentators as well.
Yeah.
The good news is that these balls are foam balls. So I mean, it's no joke when they're coming at you, 120 kilometers an hour. But at least you're probably not going to break your nose.
Probably not.
And often your ball retrievers, your shaggers will practice with the team sometimes, and so they're confident in where they need to be. They're confident where the balls need to go, and most of us who work as ball retrievers or volunteers ball retrievers are also competitive level players.
Absolutely, yeah.
So you'll see Carly out there running around as a ball retriever for Vengeance. Well, no, sorry, not Vengeance, Avengers.
Avengers, yes.
When they play. I managed to get out of ball retrieving by agreeing to entertain you guys on commentary all day, but
somehow I got to pull double duty.
But this time next weekend as well, you'll see on Sunday, for the women's tournament, you'll see a lot of these guys that you're seeing on court today will be doing ball retrieval and shagging for us.
So we are looking at a 2v5 here, Impact versus Retro. Retro having the player advantage. Just had mounted their attack, and we're not successful at getting either of the players at this time.
So Podsiadlo and number 11, his first name Mike, last name.
Oh, is that 71?
Garcia, sorry.
There we go.
Mike Garcia and Sebastian Podsiadlo left here on Impact. And we're up to 4 on Retro. You guys might remember G-Money, Garrett from earlier, number 9. We've got Kev Harder, of course, over here, holding down the guard positions. Guard position, those of you from Ontario and some other dodgeball places will know that.
Ooh, Janice with a catch.
As winger, of course. Yes. Yeah, nice big catch. And there we go. That's our player swing here. So then we've got our 5 players back on with Retro. Oko lining up with a throw that's not to be underestimated. I've been on the receiving end of that one a couple times, and it definitely hurts if you don't get out of the way.
His throw is kind of like those players we're talking about when get in a committed position. His throws have a committed position. Once they've committed, they're going to land.
And you saw there G-Money, Garrett, number 9, our former commentary buddy, taking a big shot at Garcia and connecting to take the point for Retro.
So we're just under 12 minutes, 30 seconds. Going to start round 4.
Self-styled G-Money. I am playing next week. Yeah, I'll be playing I'm the captain of a team called Queen Bee. So if you show back up next week, you can see me on court action.
And now 2 people you're not going to hear from are our fellow Queen Bees. I've got we've got myself, of course, Captain Emily Clark. We've also got Ashley Benham sitting up in the commentator box with us, as well as Katie McKenzie, wife of earlier commentary
Don McKenzie.
Don McKenzie, yeah. Talked about him a little bit first game.
So come back next week and check us out. Oko with a big throw lining up in Ferris. Ferris getting out of the way, which is not unusual for Ferris. Quite a difficult player to hit. And we got a full compliment on Impact, or we did, until Bates came up for that throw and was made to pay for getting too close to the line. So Impact here now with 5 players, Retro with 5 as well. Oko coming with a cross shot, almost landing it, making pay for that immediately by Podsiadlo. Looking for a catch was Oko, but didn't hit it, and out he goes. So Podsiadlo, Garcia, and Ferris to the line, connecting not once, but
Ferris
twice.
and Lavoie, yeah, throws on harder.
Podsiadlo looking to pick up that ball, pushing Gatsa back, and he was able to pick it up, giving Impact more players and more balls.
So we've got Trudell and Gatsa on court for Retro here, taking some fire from the Impact team.
So we'll see 4 balls on Retro now, so even though they're down by 2 players, they will have the offensive burden. They're going to come right up to the line, and Gatsa's firing. Podsiadlo firing back. Gatsa firing once again at Rex Masser. Some quick play there. And now you're going to see Retro just getting back and staying alive, getting small, staying out of the way, and Gatsa not able to block that
well-placed shot.
into his foot, leading It's one player on court for a Retro.
Brief pause. There's a rogue ball on court.
And Impact is going to look to close this point out and give themselves a significant lead. Looking for a block, was able to give it a try, but as you might not be able to tell from the camera angle, that was what we call a dirty block. So the block hit him a little bit in the hand, and he was able to, I wasn't able to recover it, so out he goes.
And I was roughly questioning whether or not he may have lined out there. Some of his teammates also think he did. So one way or another, that round was gonna close out, unfortunately.
Which is a good segue into a question in our chat, line out. So the back lines and sidelines and middle lines are all like, whoa! Hang on, there was an amazing catch by Debates. Excellent to keep
under Masters, yeah.
And Retro goes down a player. Sorry, so lines are lava. If you touch a line, you're out entirely, even if your foot just touches it a little bit. The question was, are there any penalty rules about the middle line on the opening rush? And the answer is no. That is the one time the line is not lava. You can cross the middle line on the opening rush. Of course, you have to decide the cost-benefit analysis of that. The farther you go over the middle line, the more likely you are to be hit by the other team, and the harder it is for you to get back to a safe space.
Something that kind of goes part and parcel with that is you can cross the middle line. However, you cannot release a ball that you've then obtained. You might be able to see it on the court. There is a blue activation line.
Right.
So the ball itself needs to come past the activation line, from your extension or your entire body, before you can actually release it into play.
So often you'll see here the opening rush players sliding across the middle line and then getting their butts back as fast as they can, scooping the ball and passing it to a player who's able to activate the ball behind that line with a reach of their arm before they throw. So that is, the line is lava, does not apply in that case.
All right, some exchange going on. Sharma with a counter rush, just land it though.
And they've got nice bang up to the, not all the way up to the line. Actually, Ferris was able to scare him back a little bit, which resulted in probably a less strong throw from Sharma, which is what you want to do as that counter rush. You want to stop them from confidently throwing.
We just like a little bit of a reset, and that's just something you communicate with your team when things might be a little bit harried, a little bit chaotic, or really when you want to just get it together for a clean attack. You call a reset and get your marbles in order.
And Gat's a longtime captain, very, very good at leading his team. Very clear, concise instructions on court. Somebody that I've had the great pleasure of playing with on a co-ed team for many years. And certainly benefited as a player and as a teammate from his captaining style. So loud, concise, and very, very clear, and you might even hear him on the microphones.
On the attack here.
Whoa!
Oh, Ferris attempting to take out Sharma there.
A little bit of conversation about whether or not that was a catch, but it's looking like no, that ball hit the ground before it was scooped up by Sharma. So
that's a great call on Sharma's part. He said, you know what, it hit the ground, it wasn't clean. Ferris is still in.
So good news for Sharma in the sense that he's not out. The ball hit the ground before it hit him. Bad news, of course, in the sense that it's not a catch, which is good news for Ferris because that looked like from some angles it might have been a catch. So yes, the blue line close to the midline is the activation. So, and it is in some leagues, it's body and ball are different. In this league, only has to be the ball that's behind the activation line. That's it. Code when Shaggers tell the ball behind them. So chat, is there like a little code about where the ball is and when? Different teams and their Shaggers or ball retrievers have different methods. Some retrievers will go right to the back line and press the ball to their player's small of their back so that the player can reach back and grab it. Others will have ball retrievers that are closer to the midline so they can sort of roll or throw the ball back in front of the player's line of sight.
An area of popular debate in this instance is whether a player likes to have the ball rolled to them or one bounce to them.
So this is why, very important, sort of like we mentioned earlier, players, their teams and your ball retrievers often work together on an ongoing basis, not just on a one-off for a tournament, because you kind of get your flow going.
Yeah, you start to know, I shag regularly for the Avengers, and you know what each player prefers out of the return ball.
One way or another, the end result is getting the ball to the player in a way that they know exactly, confidently where it is without having to take their eyes off of the play in front of them. Because as a player, if you are getting a ball handed to you by a retriever, I'm looking for you to drop your concentration. The second you do, I'm gonna hit you.
So Lavoie was just taken out on that attack, leaving just Ferris to survive on the Impact side. He's versing Gatsa, Janis, and Sharma. Gatsa has just taken him out to earn a point. We're at 3-2 in favor of Impact with 5 minutes left in this match.
Anybody's game, absolutely. Lots of time left, lots of game left to play. Ferris came up real close to the line there. He wanted to take advantage of a close shot to try to take out one of their stronger throwers and hopefully neutralize a counter. But Gatsa saw that as an opening to hit him as hard as he could right in the legs. So bit of a risk-reward analysis there in terms of how close you want to get to the line to maximize your throw power and potential versus how much time you have to get out of the way of that ball.
Ooh. Oh no!
Oh no! Looking like number 9 here,
Williams
got a bit of an injury to his finger, so he's taking a walk and shaking it off.
I was going to kind of build up your comment earlier. Shagger is getting hit with balls and whatnot. You mentioned not necessarily getting a broken nose from a throw, and that's very, very unlikely to happen, but what does happen quite often is fingers and wrists.
Yeah.
Fingers in the sense of going for a catch and having, an unoptimal kind of snag of the finger, or wrists and arms when people have been dropping to protect themselves in ways.
We lost one player on our team this season to not just a broken finger, but a shattered finger. Another to a severely sprained ankle. So definitely got to protect those body parts. Lots of projectiles, not just balls, but your teammates. And then, of course, the impact that you have when you hit the floor. So
Impact.
Greg Pacheco looking for a catch, not seeing it. Showing really great restraint for number 5 on impact, but not reaching for that ball.
Yes.
Quite well known to be a very, very sought-after defensive player and an excellent catcher. So good move on Pacheco's part, staying alive. And
we just saw number 17 taking out. Oh, things have moved so quickly, I almost forget what I just saw. Moving along.
Ponziadlo pushing Gatsa back, but not taking the shot. And now we're looking at impact here, see what they're looking at. Sharma getting out of the way, and Debates and Gatsa trading 1 for 1. Okay, so Ponziadlo and Pacheco looking for a shot on Sharma, just taking one. Sharma returning on Ponziadlo. Ponziadlo looking for that ball, not able to pick it up before it goes across. Sharma kicking his balls out to his retrievers. Taking a cross-court shot on Pacheco, and Retro calling a line violation on Sharma.
Good on the team for calling it on him. It's always great sportsmanship when, you're in the moment, you don't mean to do what you're doing, and your team's kind of like, hey man, it's unfortunate, but let's be honest, play fair.
Yeah. So, hard point there for Retro. But there's 4-2, 2 minutes left to play, so we're gonna see. You can probably hear Gatsa psyching his team up. We're gonna have some probably really quick play on the part of Retro here. They're gonna want to take this point fast and hard, and Impact is gonna try to run this clock. So you can see there, Impact bringing back the balls. They're not taking any shots off the opening rush. There's no benefit here to Impact
to play too terribly
fast.
aggressive. No.
Yeah, they want to run
safe.
this clock down. They've got a comfortable lead. They want to slow this game down as much as possible, and walk away from this game with a 2-point spread.
Ooh, 2 outs there. We just saw Janis and Sharma get taken out by the Impact team.
Gatsa coming to pick up a ball, being protected by Janis, which was really, really nice.
So Impact has the player advantage. We're seeing Retro with the burden, or we just saw Retro with the burden.
So Impact now with the burden. You're going to probably see them run this clock. Oh. Maybe not. Taking Gatsa. Taking harder.
Also gone. So that leaves Trudell here against almost the entirety. Actually, Impact is at full strength at the moment. Well placed shot from Trudell.
Gonzalez taking the hit. I was messing up my Rexes earlier, by the way. Just anybody who's out here watching. Wondering why I was calling Rex Gonzalez Rex Master. It's
well done. Trudell is picking them off.
Just taking impact one at a time here. Looking for that catch, not reaching for it, watching his line.
I'm a tad invested. I almost yelled at him to watch his line.
And right into Mike Garcia's pocket there. Nice, easy catch for Garcia. And because there's less than 30 seconds left in the game, that's going to be it. Impact taking Retro 5-2. And we'll be back for you in about 5 minutes with some more men's court action on
we will be here court 1, Avengers versus Apex.
So Carly will be out on court with Avengers. She'll be running around doing ball retrieval. And I'll be here, hopefully, with another commentator to tell you all about it. Talk to you soon.